Let's play the before CR8 and after we touched it up.
Let's go.
Here's the before.
And now after. You know the mileage wheels, the pill for shocker pill, the autopilot skirting pill when I want the feels. Cousin, I'm cool, breezy, no trap, but the kitchen's so crazy. Question how the boss free me, but yeah.
What's up, everybody? I'm David.
Hey, everybody, and I'm Barrows and Sun, and together we are
Barrows and Sun.
Yes, indeed.
Back again. Today, we're going to show you 5 super amazing,
super sampling tricks. That's what we're doing today.
That's right. We're going to do all that with the Waves CR8 Creative Sample. CR8 makes working with samples, loops, and one-shots super fun, super quick, and super easy. It's so easy. Even the artist can use it.
If it's that easy, then what you here for? I mean, you can go then.
You got 5 time stretching algorithms, 8 sample layers. You've got the filters, the modulators, and the zones editor. And on top of all that, CR8 comes with the Cosmos AI-powered sample finder included in the plugin.
But before we get into that, check the link in the description below. We're going to have all the presets and the samples that we're going to be using in the session today. So if you want to get involved with these sounds, check that out.
That's right. Grab that. Before we dig in, though, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to keep up with all the latest news, tips, tricks, and more from Waves Audio. We got all that out the way, man. You ready to go?
I think it's time for us to go to work, bro.
Let's get busy.
So the inspiration for this track is this piano sample that we're about to play to you right now. Let him hear it, bro. Exactly.
We're going to drag that into CR8. And we had 4 chords right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to chop this into 4 sections. So basically, I'm going to edit it so that each chord is a different key on my keyboard. Let's record it to the drums. Like the first chord right here. Second chord here. Third chord. Fourth.
But we still need to make it a little bit more weirder, give it its own little vibe.
So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take those same 4.
Okay.
And I'm going to create 4 additional layers. And that gives us
the 8 layers.
With CR8, you get up to 8 layers. This first chord, I'm going to hit this reverse button.
You're going to send them the other way.
And this is what it's going to do. It's going to go that way. To thicken it up a little bit, we're going to hit the unison. And now you get that thickness. Let's record that in. You ready?
Let's go.
We're going to create some chops now.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to take the same 4 chords that we had in the beginning. I'll take those chops, drag that onto a new track here. But this time, I'm going to use this VL. I'm going to put this onto the volume. And basically, this is going to make it so that depending on how hard I hit it, check it out. You got that sensitivity. I'm also going to add the filter to it. Right there is good. And that gives us that kind of tucks it back. But it gives it that separation from the main chords.
I got you. I got you. All right, so we have this choir sample that we're going to be working with as well. Let him hear it, bro. I don't know, me personally, I'm feeling a drop on that.
I'm going to go from classic to harmonic, and it's not going to affect the tempo.
Okay.
All right, check this out.
Doesn't it throw off everything in the tune, though, when you put it all together?
It did, so that's why we're going to do this. We're going to go back on that 808 that was in those drums. Going to lower the pitch on that. Now, with the piano chops, we got about 16 layers of chops, and I don't want to do each one of these. So the fast way to do this, go to the global controls.
Okay.
You got the tune, 6 semitones, and we put that together with everything else.
All right, man, so what are we doing with these drums? Them joints is not popping.
First of all, I got the drums separated on CR8.
Okay.
Into different layers. I got the kick, we got the snare, and we got the hi-hats. The other thing I got right here is the VL, the velocity modulator. We'll put that on the volume. and on the tune. Tune down -2, all right? And then once I drag the velocity over, I dialed it down. And so that every time I hit that kick, if I hit it softer, the pitch is gonna go higher. But if I hit it harder, pitch is gonna go lower. So then on the hi-hat, again, I use the velocity on the volume, dialed it down. But what I also did is I put the velocity modulator on the ADSR envelope, and we've got one on the attack, on the sustain, and the release. We dialed that up so that when I hit it softer,
it gets closed and more tight.
Exactly. And then the harder I hit it,
that's when it open up and give it the boom.
Enough talking, man. I think it's time to play.
Let's go.
So another thing we can do to make the hi-hats more interesting, check this out. I'm gonna take the same exact one, drag it onto a new layer right here. All right. I'm gonna hit the loop. I'm gonna bring this over at 32nd. That's gonna give us that.
Yeah, clear.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna lower the tune a little bit just to make it different. One more triplet. We'll set the speed different. So I'll set it to a 16th triplet. We'll bring the tune down. It's going like this.
All right, now that we got those triplets in there, let's put them down. Let's work. I think I'm ready to drop a verse on this.
All right, let's go.
All right.
This is Poppy feeling positive. This ain't get it how you live. This is God's no limit. This is game balls in it. You know the mileage wheels. That pill for shock appeal. The autopilot skirting pill when I want the feels. Cousin, I'm cool, breezy, no trap, but the kitchen still breezy. Question how the boss free me, but kept my stars in the belly.
I want to put some ear candy on this thing.
Okay.
What you saying, man?
Trying to throw some Willy Wonka up on here, y'all?
Check it. On that part where you said, question how the
Boss free me, but kept.
Right there.
Okay.
Come in a little bit more aggressive.
Aggressive? Okay, drop it heavy.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Question how the boss free me, but kept.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drag that part you just did, that question how the bars free me, but kept.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drag that into CR8 like that. All right. Copy them. So I got 2 layers. On the first layer,
Okay.
I'm gonna loop it because I want to create this stuttering effect. I'm gonna drag the loop point over to an 1/8. All right, and we get this.
Question.
Okay,
All right,
get the
like
chop.
that. Yep. And then I'm gonna take this modulator right here, this sine mod, good old sine mod, and I'm gonna make this go back and forth. Because I'm always going back and forth with
Make it wavy.
Exactly. Dial that up. Dial that up to about 75.
Okay.
Not all the way. All right.
Question.
And the last thing I'm gonna do is on mod 1, I'm gonna switch it to LFO. I'm gonna take the pen. I'm gonna draw in a little happy slope. So I'm gonna drag this over to the tune, dial up the modulation, and now when I play it back,
I
see
like
how the
that.
pitch is going up?
Yeah. I like how you swept that.
I got 2 layers, remember. I'm gonna take that second sample, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little walkie-talkie effect on it.
So it get a little grimy and whatnot.
Exactly. So with CR8, you also got the filter section, of course. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it off here, right to about 500 area. We're gonna give it a low shelf. I'm gonna boost up that drive so we get that griminess.
It's nice and gutter and grimy. I like that. It's filthy. I like it.
And the next step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put H delay on that.
You can't live life without H delay.
Definitely not. And what that's gonna do is gonna kick in right at the end.
To keep pushing it out.
Send that effect home.
Cousin, I'm cool, breezy, no trap, but the kitchen still breezy. Question how the boss free me, but kept. My stars in the belly. Damn, it been really real.
I like that. Still feel as though we need to add something that goes along with that vocal sample that we've been rocking with. You know what I mean?
Hey man, what you saying?
I want to add like a vintage feel. I don't want to change it up too much.
Okay.
But I want to be an extension to the sample. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you want to sound like a sample,
Yes.
but we don't want to pay thousands of dollars for the sample.
Now you know what I'm talking about.
So I want you to riff with it, man. Most importantly, have fun.
That's right.
I got Waves tune on, so I mean, give me the vibe.
Got you.
I'll take care of the pitch. Do your thing, man.
Let's get it.
All right, first we're gonna put Waves tune in real time on it. So I'm gonna open Retrofy. Then I'm gonna add some vinyl mechanics. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is add some echo and reverb with the space. Drag that into CR8, just like that. I'm gonna split this onto 4 layers. And what I'm gonna do is, let's chop this one right here, this next one, let's chop it up right here.
About in the middle.
Yeah, I like this part where you sang right here. And then right there. And the last thing I'm gonna do to all these is again on the global tune, I'm gonna raise that up. Let's go up a fifth. Let's go up 5 semitones like that. And check the sound out of this. Here you go.
You almost got me to the chipmunk, but not all the way over there.
It's borderline.
Yeah, borderline. Yeah,
Right.
facts. What else can we do with the CR8, man? What else can we do with this thing to keep it pumping?
All right, so for the last trick, we gotta do something
Out the box.
something crazy, you know what I mean?
Of course.
So with CR8, we can basically turn any sound into an instrument. I've got that phrase you spoke earlier.
Question
around
how the
bars.
boss free me but kept.
Right. Let me take that cue.
Okay.
And what we can do here is this hand icon right here. This is the freeze. It's gonna freeze the playback head. And we get this. So it's turning your spoken word into
So
like
the actual instrument.
Exactly.
All right.
Let's flatten it and force it to a certain pitch. Don't forget our good old friend H delay.
Do not forget our good old friend H delay. That's right.
And let's play it back with the drums. Check this out. Let me do something now.
All right, so let's jump.
I got you. I got something for you.
Cool. So let me open you up one.
Ready to blow.
All right. All right. The first thing I'm going to do is bring over the start point to the edge of the sample. And then next, we're going to hit the root key.
That's going to spread the sound out across the keyboard evenly. I'm going to bring up the attack just so it
Breathe a little bit more.
breathes in a little bit. We get that. Last thing I'm going to do is add in the Mary Matterquin delay. And I like this delay because it's got that reverb on it. It's got the distortion too. Let's add a little bit of that. Give it a little bit more body.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I like it.
You like that though?
I like it. That's a dope sound, actually.
Does it
man.
remind you of something?
I know what it reminds me of. But let's just call it that Coke bottle Bolivia, bruh.
I like that. I like that name. Before we head out, let's send them home with a little before and after using CR8 on the section of the track.
Cousin, I'm cool, breezy, no trap, but the kitchen still greasy. Question how the boss free me but kept.
And after.
Cousin, I'm cool, breezy, no trap, but the kitchen still greasy. Question how the boss free me but kept.
But there you go, guys. 5 amazing sampling tricks using the CR8 Creative Sampler.
Take yourself over to waves.com/CR8 and learn more about this amazing sampler.
Definitely. Before you head over there, though, don't forget to grab the free presets and the samples in the link below in the description.
And also, don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Right.